Hey guys, it's Elena and welcome back to my channel. So as you can see right now, we've got a special guest on my channel today. This is Peter, and how do we know each other, Peter?
We lived side by side for a time.
Peter just recently moved, but we've kept in touch with each other. This is just one of our few visits. Peter's lived a long life. How old are you?
86 3/4.
Almost 87. So he's lived such a long life, and I feel like you've got so much wisdom and knowledge and just stories to share, and I feel like people can gain so much from you, and I feel like you deserve to be made a star.
Twinkle, twinkle. That's me.
So I've got a list of questions here.
Fire away.
The first one, what was it like growing up in the 30s?
In the 30s, I was born in 34, so I was only little when the war started. I mainly grew up in the 40s when the war was on, so the 30s was in distant memory. I do remember one in 39, January 39, my grandfather died, and I remember my cousin and I at the graveside playing tiggy and running amongst all the gravestones until our mother's Nan and I were told off for desecrating the funeral, my grandfather's funeral. Yeah, we were running all over the place. Yeah, I got a bit of a smack for that.
Here's a good question for you.
Oh, yeah. I like good questions.
What were the most popular toys when you were a kid?
Toys, when I was a kid, we made our own. We made our own trolleys, we made our own sledges, and where we lived was a hill, and my brother John and myself had sledges that we'd made and came down, and well, there was a big oak tree, we had to try and avoid that. But it were homemade, kites, we made our own kites, split bamboo as the sticks and newspaper as the kites. But nowadays you go to wherever and buy a plastic one. We made our own toys, tops. We made tops
like
out of old bobbins.
Like spinning tops?
Yeah, out of the old cotton reel with a stick right through the centre, and you spin the top.
That's interesting. What's the secret to a happy marriage?
The secret to a happy marriage is never going to bed in anger. Always resolve any problems, if you have any problems, before you go to sleep, and so you sleep happy. Always agree with your wife. No, it's a give and take. Give and take between you and your wife, I think that's the secret.
This one you'll like. What is one of your biggest accomplishments in life? Here you can just list them all because you've got so many.
Well, I don't know. In athletics, competing for New Zealand, second in the Auckland Champs 3 years in a row, decathlon, they were pretty big achievement. Oh, one of my biggest achievements, it was clearing a height in the pole vault at the Highland Games of Hastings, a height that I'd never cleared before, and I won the first prize. Oh, and another achievement, along the road from us where I used to live, there was a guy had a bamboo hedge, and the bamboo was monsters, big bamboo. I went and asked him if I could buy a couple, and he said, no, take a couple. So I chopped a couple off, took them home, and one of them was better than the other. And with that one thing, I cleared 11'3". I was second. That was my best ever. Not with a duralium one or an aluminium one or whatever.
I think you're the true winner because you made that height with bamboo.
I did. And don't forget, when I was competing in the pole vault, we used to have maybe a little bit of shavings, or often maybe it's in the sand in the long jump, but we didn't have any foam rubber cushions to land on. Boy, no, when you vaulted, you pushed off with your left hand first, and so you started a slight spiral, so that when you landed, you were still going the same way as you started off, and maybe you might have to, you'd land on your feet or do a forward roll or something.
So you'd land on the ground?
You land on the ground.
So really, you guys have done it harder than any Olympians are today.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
They got all mod cons these days.
Yeah.
One of the best tracks I did, Brendan, and I did very well, was the Labour Day Sports at the Auckland Domain. 5 firsts and 2 seconds, big headlines in the papers.
Really?
Funny thing that day, I had a touch of diarrhea, and I thought I had a touch of diarrhea, and I thought, oh, I don't think I'm going to be able to compete. I went a couple of times to the toilet, and then I didn't feel like eating anything, and I just ran so well.
Made you quicker.
I was light.
So the secret is diarrhea.
It was.
What do you wish people in their 20s knew?
I would say enjoy yourself as you're growing up, but avoid all these narcotics and drugs and stuff like that. Put your pennies in the bank and save regularly. If you save regularly, it'll amount and grow and it'll be there. I think to avoid drugs is one of the major ones.
That's good advice. Which invention from your lifetime are you the most amazed by?
Possibly the automatic cars.
Also, the
everything
stick
was hand
change.
changed. Choop, 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 and double declutching. Now just put it in P for Peter or Park or R for racing. Well, that would be possibly has made driving a lot easier.
Yeah.
Mind you, I never had those sort of things on my motorbikes.
I wouldn't have actually even thought
Automatic
of that.
cars, yeah, that would be possibly the best labour-saving device. Well, not really labour-saving device, because it used to be fun changing gears, you know.
This is the last question, but it's a hard one. What was the best day of your life?
Well, recently, being told that I was still alive after my heart operation.
Oh.
Coming out of that alive, and they showed me the x-ray of where my heart was blocked and broken or whatever, and that was probably one of the best things in my life, because I'm still alive.
Absolutely. So that's the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed starring on
this earth. Yes, I am.
starring on my YouTube channel. You'll be able to watch yourself. Now the world is seeing you. How do you feel?
No different.
Well, if you guys want to watch more of Peter,
More of Peter, come when you want to see more of Peter, come and see on channel CNN. It's from United States of America there, man. Yeah, all the time.
if you guys want to see more of Peter, he's on my TikTok.
If you want to see more of Peter, you come and see him in the bath tomorrow.
Bye. Bye.